postponed those plans for a little bit. Not cancelled them, but postponed them. Those things I had planned required a little bit extra work in terms of research and writing, and preparing everything, so I'm not really in that headspace, to be honest. So, for now, those things are on hold. But I'm hoping, in a month, I can get back. So, I've talked about this in a ramble I did. I think maybe it was last week or the week before. A few weeks ago, I had a family bereavement, and it kinda hit me out of the blue, like it wasn't expected, and I needed something lighthearted. I know when something like that happens, it's a strange thing to say, but there's this point where dwelling on the morbid can just take you to places that you shouldn't go. So I wanted something lighthearted, and I explained this in the ramble that I did then. I turned to Twitter. No, I didn't, because I didn't turn to Twitter because Twitter doesn't exist anymore. It's X. It's X. What a really stupid rebrand. A really, really stupid rebrand. Today, I got onto my Twitter account. Sorry, X account. It sounds like a porn site, doesn't it? I swear I don't have an account on any porn site. I swear it. Anyway. I logged on because I needed to send a link for something to a friend, and I couldn't do that on my phones, so I needed to do it on my laptop. So I needed to log in, and as soon as I logged in, it wasn't a bird anymore. It wasn't the Twitter logo. No, it wasn't that. It was an X. Looks like some kind of condom brand. It's just... I always thought Twitter was a cesspit of just people just really melodramatic and far too up in their feelings and just a nightmare. But it has a little, I don't know, nostalgic place in my heart where I met people, friends, internet people who became real life friends and other things like that. It was a little bit sad. But what I did do was I went to TikTok. Yes, TikTok. Now, I've always looked down my nose at TikTok. I'll admit it. I will admit it. I looked down my nose at it. I said, there's no way I will ever like TikTok. I will ever watch TikTok, and I will never make content on TikTok. I'm still not making content on TikTok, but I have, in the short space of time, come to appreciate it. As I explained in my original ramble last week, or was it the week before? I don't know. I had it installed on my phone because a friend always sends TikToks, and it's just easier to watch. was my theory anyway. That was my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, so this night when the sorrow was just too much, I wanted something just mindless, fun, something light-hearted that just didn't mean anything, and TikTok seemed like the place to go at the time. And yeah. So now I'm like, this week will be my 3rd week as a regular. I'm not on there all the time, obviously. And on the weekend, it was Friday night. I had discovered before Friday a TikToker. At the time, I thought that she was Russian, but she's not. No. She's not Russian. But anyway, she's cute. So this night, the past week's events are really catching up to me. Late nights and early mornings with not a lot of sleep and a lot of work just to take my mind off shit are really catching up to me. And I'm laying there at 2 o'clock in the morning watching a video of hers on TikTok, and my eyes are closing, they're becoming heavy, drifting, trying to keep a hold on my phone, trying to convince myself that I really don't want to sleep. So every time that my eyes fall, every time they close, I burst up, jump, abruptly wake myself up a few minutes later, or seconds, depends. It just depends. And the last time, what do you know? I opened my eyes to discover what I had done whilst I had fallen asleep, or began to fall asleep. My fingers had hit the message button. You know that part where you can like inbox people, like message them directly through the TikTok. Anyway, I had sent this cute woman a message. Oh yeah, and what did I say? You know, just when you think that things just can't really get any worse, they have to get better because you're right there down in the rock bottom part of life. Life reminds you that, you still got some way to go. So I messaged her. I was surprised to find, you know, when you fall asleep and your hands kind of run over the keyboard, if it's on the message bit, of course, because of course that would happen to me. So I sent her a message of absolute gobbledygook. Yeah, oh yeah. There was a capital M, an R, a T, a H, another M, struck me. You know, this cute woman didn't know I existed. She didn't know I existed. And, I was happy with that. I'm not someone who goes in everyone's DMs, to flirt with people. That's not who I am. It's not. Besides, I'm kind of emotionally taken. Anyway, but, it is good to know. It is good to know that even though I have no idea who that person is beyond their TikToks, that I am still not protected from them being completely and utterly humiliated in their presence. My only consolation is that that woman has a lot of followers, so therefore gets a lot of messages, and she doesn't read all of them, if any. Otherwise, that's just embarrassing. Embarrassing. Go. So yeah, there's that. And right now I'm scrolling, past all these, and I realized that TikTok is essentially like watching one of those channels where they just sell things all the time. Like, that's what it is. I commented in the ramble I did last week, or was it the week before? I don't know, can't remember. Days right now seem to be a haze, like everything is just kind of blocked together. About TikTokers just like sell anything and everything, but it's getting worse as I go along my TikTok journey. That's what I'm gonna call it, my TikTok journey. And it's like, even on my, the section where it's just accounts you're following, I still get a shit ton of ads. And when it's not ads, it's those TikTokers selling something, which is one of the reasons why I like the cute woman, because she doesn't sell anything, which is great. Because I don't like adverts. I've also discovered I've gone deep enough into my time on TikTok because the algorithm has unlocked all the messy drama, all the messy drama. And the other night, it was last night actually. It was last night. I realized that what people did with the invention of like YouTube and TikTok was took things that usually stayed within the town or the village, myself getting pretty defensive. I'm like, what? I'm not jealous. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that you found somebody. And found somebody to love and who loves you, sir, madam, and whatever. I'm very happy right now. I mean, I can't say that in the future I might not turn into one of those bitter people that resents other people having, life and love and that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know what the future will bring. Sir, madams, miscellaneous, whatever. I'm not jealous. You don't have what I want. And yesterday, politics, TikTok hit me. That's why I escaped TikTok. Oh my goodness me. X, formerly known as Twitter, because I get so tired of the politics talk. Like, I really get tired about it. And if you're not talking about it or talking against something, then it must mean you're for it. When I'm just tired, okay? I'm tired. The other night, I was looking through my books to see if there was something that I wanted to read, and read it for, record it, and, edit it, upload it for you to listen to. And I picked up I hadn't read it, but last Christmas my brother bought me Tales from 1001 Nights, and I'd never read it, ever read it, so I had no idea, like, what was inside, what was inside it, aside from, Sinbad the Sailor. So I opens it up and I begins reading, what, is there a story or stories that I can, and oh goodness me, no. I realized that some stories are just not suitable for modern day audiences, just not. And some of the stories, I don't know, which is weird. I'm like, what's the point of this story? So I decided against it in the end. I was going to then read maybe some Chaucer, another set of books that my brother bought at Christmas. He takes my love of history and books way too far, and I have too many books and not enough time to read them in. So a lot of the books just stay there for a long time before I can get to them, because oh my goodness me, it's much. And I drop hints every single Christmas. I drop hints. I'm like, oh well, I haven't got any more room to put those books, and he goes, yeah, okay, but he always buys the books. He's nuts, he's crazy. One Christmas, about 10 years ago, he bought me a first edition Jane Austen, because I love Jane Austen, and it had all of her stories in one book. It was is this: don't put books that are special near a place where toddlers can reach them because my nephew was a toddler and he had on his hands like chocolate or something sticky and just not good for books, especially books that were worth something, especially books that were kind of bought as well for aesthetical reasons. So my nephew, he decided that it would be a good idea to start early on the classics, and he pulled out my Jane Austen and he began pulling through the pages. Now he didn't rip anything, but to this day that book still has the stains of whatever he had eaten from his fingers. I mean, I forgave him, but I can't forget. I can't forget it. I can't forget it. I forgave him. I think maybe I didn't. Maybe I hold on to this because I don't forgive him for doing that. Oh my goodness me. It was funny because his brother was a little bit older than him, knew exactly what he'd done and was just aghast. And he was that boy who just really grass his brother up. And that's how I knew what happened. Auntie Charm, Zaki got your book. What? No. Today is actually a great day because after so long of working too much on a project, I have eventually finished it. So tomorrow, I can send it away to my editor, and I'm done. Yes, oh my goodness me. Yes, it feels so freeing, but in the back of my mind I have all these things. Have I done this? Have I done that? Is this okay? Is that okay? Should I have introduced this? Did I not do this well enough? I should have added more to this. And oh my goodness me, those niggling feelings that come along when you've finished something that tells you that you haven't finished, even though you know you have finished. Have you been listening to my videos or audios, I guess, for long enough? You will know that I am a perfectionist who expects nothing but the best from me. My standards for myself are far too high, but I also have those standards for other people, and then people, like, they get, they think I expect too much, and I'm just like, but I expect more from myself. I'm just trying to, I said earlier that I wasn't a TikTok creator, and I'm not. I'm just a viewer viewer, and I'm kind of enjoying just like watching stuff rather than getting involved. But I did think about it. I did. I thought, because ASMR isn't really great there on TikTok. It's not. I wondered if I could, take my work there, in little bite-sized bits. And then I completely rejected the idea because I realized that TikTok as a medium is more of a visual thing, and I don't think that my ASMR would do well there, or even be wanted there, to be honest, because it is a visual medium, and my ASMR is not. In fact, it's completely the opposite. It's more audio and tingles and triggers and whatnot, and goodness knows what else. And as my mild annoyance with TikTokers endorsing and selling every single thing that they get sent, like even the most random of stuff, is strange. For some reason, my Instagram DMs and my emails are full of even more companies and brands who want me to like endorse their stuff. It's annoying to me. I did contemplate it. I think I said this before recently. I did contemplate it once. I thought it would be funny, but I realized that, I'm not a saleswoman. I just make content. I don't really want to sell anybody anything unless it's, my work. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. It's a bit much sometimes. So it's a bit much. With this ASMR, I am going to do something a little bit different, and you've probably noticed it already. Somebody requested this. Usually when I put the sound in ear to ear, different ears, left and right, I completely remove the sound in the other ear. So unless I've added a different sound in the other ear, what you'll get is 100% sound in your left or right ear and 0% sound in your other ear. But somebody wanted to just have a little bit of sound in the other ear, as opposed to completely cancelling out all the sound in the one ear. And then, so we're gonna do that today because I said I would do it, and I've done it little bits in editing, but not for a whole video. And I did say this one last story and then I'm gonna get the heck out of here because it's getting late. And this is my second recording that I've done tonight. I'm starting to feel a little bit on edge. Like the silence. I've been allowed to record these two things uninterrupted. This doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right at all. Anyway, so there's this TikToker. She's British, English. She sounds like she's from like Liverpool way. So she's like a single mother and she lives alone with her daughter. And so that's basically her content, right? She does little vlogs and these things called plate my food. Like, people just plate up food. I'm still mesmerized by this. People just plate up their food and then hundreds of thousands of people watch them, sometimes millions. It blows my mind. Anyway. So I guess that this one vlog, she and her daughter went to a supermarket in the UK called Tesco's. And her daughter, it's important to remember, is 8. Yes, 8 years old. Now, if you know any 8-year-olds, you know that they just say anything. They're just 8 years old. They're 8. One Christmas, when my nephew was 8, I bought him walkie-talkies. Alright, proper walkie-talkies. Because when I was a kid, the one thing that I wanted, or one of the things that I wanted, was walkie-talkies, the proper ones, not the fake kiddie ones, you know, but also they're proper, but they're for kids. So I bought him these walkie-talkies. I also bought him a remote control car, which was super cool. He loved that. But I thought that he would love the walkie-talkies. I thought I definitely made a play for being his favorite aunt. And what do you know? The walkie-talkies, he was out in the garden playing like a week or two after Christmas. And he had these walkie-talkies. And suddenly, they just started talking. His voices coming through the walkie-talkie. It had picked up a frequency from another radio, and it was just talking. And my nephew became convinced that it was haunted. And he's never touched those walkie-talkies again. They have remained off. He wants nothing to do with those walkie-talkies because they're haunted. I tried to explain that is not a ghost. Little sir, that's not a ghost. That's just a radio frequency that's been picked up from somewhere else. He didn't listen to me. So yeah, 8-year-olds are full of wisdom, aren't they? Anyway, so they go to Tesco's, and the little girl says, she's 8, I don't want to work at Tesco's when I grow up. Oh my goodness me, the people in the comment section go nuts because this little elitist, this little Lord Fauntleroy 8-year-old, this little Lord Snooty looks down on supermarket workers. She's 8. She's 8 and all these adults took offense to it. She's 8 years old. I really spoke too soon when I said that there was silence. I was right. I was right to be suspicious. For some reason, there is some idiot banging his car. I don't know what to do. Anyway, there's all these adults in the comment section up in arms because this 8-year-old girl, this little girl, said she didn't want to work at Tesco's when she grew up. I just don't understand why you would get so crazy about that. Like, that's something that I think that I did right. I don't regret doing that. I'm trying to make this a long one. Even though I've stumbled upon accidentally the formula that always works for me. Right now, if I make a video